Okay, so let's unpack this. For so many of us, cryptocurrency just burst onto the scene, right? The promising decentralization, financial freedom, I mean, a whole new economy.
Yeah, it was incredibly exciting. Really innovative stuff.
It was definitely a lot. But,
Yeah.
what happens when that incredible promise meets people who are just, well, looking to exploit it?
hmm
Because for scammers, these fake influencers, fraudsters, this wasn't just a new frontier. They saw like a gold mine of opportunity, just ripe for exploitation.
That's exactly why this deep dive matters so much, I think. While crypto absolutely opened up amazing new possibilities, it also unfortunately created incredibly fertile ground for, illicit activities.
Yeah.
We've seen this huge global reckoning because of it.
Mm.
And understanding the patterns behind these operations, it isn't just about dodging one specific trap.
Right.
It's about developing the critical thinking you need to navigate any rapidly evolving high-stakes landscape, really.
Exactly. So our mission today is to kind of pull back the curtain on some of the most, well, impactful crypto crimes we've seen.
We're going to explore how they actually worked, who was behind them, and crucially, what universal lessons you can learn to avoid ever falling victim.
Yeah.
We're going on a journey through these incidents, not just to tick boxes, but to understand the psychology, the market mechanics, maybe the subtle red flags that were there all along.
And we'll be trying to uncover those recurring themes, connecting the dots, moving beyond just the individual shock stories to really grasp the broader implications.
hmm
It's about giving you shortcuts, hopefully, to recognizing those critical red flags and just staying well informed. Whether we're talking about these huge Ponzi schemes dressed up as education or...
Or the massive collapses of exchanges that look totally legitimate.
Exactly. The scope is just vast. We're talking over 175 countries affected, billions and billions lost.
Mind-boggling numbers. Let's start with one that really became a global phenomenon, OneCoin. Launched back in 2014 out of Bulgaria by Ruja Ignatova. It promised a revolution, didn't it? It did. And what's fascinating, or maybe terrifying, is how simple yet effective their scam was. It really preyed on people's desire for something new, an exclusive financial chance.
How did they rope people in?
They sold these things they called educational packages.
Yeah.
And crucially, they used a classic multi-level marketing structure, MLM, promised huge commissions if you brought in more people.
Ah, the MLM angle.
Yeah. But the devastating reality, there was no actual blockchain. The public ledger that real cryptocurrencies use didn't exist.
No real coin.
No real coin, no exchange to trade it on. It was never, ever real cryptocurrency, just vaporware, essentially.
And the impact.
Oh, enormous. Over 3 million investors affected, we think, in more than 175 countries. And Ruja Ignatova vanished in 2017. Still missing today in 2025. She's on the FBI's most wanted list.
Wow. So the core lesson from OneCoin seems crystal clear. Verifiable existence is absolutely key. If you can't see it, if you can't trade it on a public, transparent blockchain.
It probably doesn't exist. Assume it doesn't.
Right. But while OneCoin was basically a phantom, BitConnect. Well, BitConnect took that Ponzi structure and put it on steroids, promising these unbelievable daily returns through a trading bot. That name still gives people chills.
Oh, BitConnect.
Hmm.
Launched in 2016, it really became the poster child for crypto Ponzi's.
Oh.
It tapped right into that powerful, very human desire for quick, guaranteed wealth.
What was the promise
A
exactly?
staggering 1% daily return.
Hmm.
Daily. Through what they claimed was a super sophisticated AI-driven trading bot.
1% a day. That screams too good to be true.
Absolutely. Their marketing was relentless, too. Especially those viral YouTube campaigns, showing people seemingly living the dream, promising financial freedom with almost no effort.
Yeah, I remember those.
But the collapse in January 2018, brutal. The value just plummeted from over $400 to basically zero. Overnight.
Ouch.
Multiple founders, key promoters, they were indicted. Estimated losses hit around $2.4 billion worldwide.
So the lesson there, if it promises guaranteed high returns, it's guaranteed fraud. Full stop.
Pretty much. It plays on that greed factor, that desire for quick wealth, and it just overrides common sense, even when the red flags are waving frantically.
Okay, but then came the real earthquake, FTX. Now, what made FTX's collapse so uniquely shocking compared to, say, OneCoin or BitConnect, which felt more like obvious scams in hindsight?
Yeah, FTX was different. This wasn't some shadowy operation hiding in the corner.
No, this was a massive, seemingly legitimate crypto empire, valued at, what, $32 billion at its peak, founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF. Everyone knew him.
Right. And its fall in November 2022 was just this stark reminder that even the biggest names, the ones that seem totally legit, they can crumble. And that trust we place in centralized entities, well, it can be seriously misplaced.
What actually happened? Where did the money go?
Billions. Billions in user funds just went missing. The investigation basically revealed that customer funds were being misused for, well, everything.
Like what?
Political donations, huge personal loans to executives, propping up their sister trading firm, Alameda Research. It wasn't just a bad bet or a mistake.
Yeah.
It was a profound breach of trust. Financial mismanagement on a colossal scale. They treated customer assets like their own personal piggy bank.
And SBF?
Convicted. Faces a very, very long prison sentence.
A critical lesson here, then. A centralized exchange is not a bank. They hold your assets, sure, but without anything like the same regulatory protections.
Absolutely not.
Never leave large amounts of funds sitting on exchanges long term. They are just not banks.
Cannot stress that enough.
And speaking of trust and things disappearing,
Yeah.
we've seen similar patterns, haven't we? These sort of vanishing acts platforms where the founders or the funds just poof, gone.
Exactly. We saw this with Plus Token, remember that? A Chinese wallet scam launched in 2018. Claimed users would get rewards just for holding tokens in their app.
Another Ponzi.
Another Ponzi, yeah.
Yep.
Built on fake wallets. Led to over $2 billion lost, estimates suggest.
And then AfriCrypt. That story was wild.
Truly shocking. South African brothers Amir and Reis Kaji. They claimed their platform was hacked, and then both of them simply vanished, along with an estimated $3.6 billion in crypto.
Just disappeared.
Vanished. And similarly, Thodex, the Turkish crypto exchange,
Yeah.
shut down overnight, affected over 390,000 users. Its founder, Faruk Fatih Erzer, fled to Albania with user funds.
Did they catch him?
They did. And he was sentenced to, get this, over 11,000 years in prison.
11,000.
Yeah, astonishing number. These cases really underscore a crucial point. When the people behind the platform or the funds themselves can just disappear like that, it highlights the extreme danger, especially with new exchanges promising crazy bonuses or super low fees. You have to be incredibly cautious.
It really does seem like a recurring nightmare. The founders or the platform itself just evaporate. But the Terra Luna crash, that felt like a different kind of beast, didn't it? Not necessarily a straightforward scam like the others, but more like an algorithmic dream turning into a nightmare.
Yes, exactly. That was more of a systemic failure. It really highlighted the inherent risks in these complex algorithmic designs, especially when they don't have sufficient real-world backing.
Who was behind that one?
Founded by Duquan. UST was an algorithmic stablecoin, meaning its value was supposed to be kept stable at $1, but through complex code interacting with its sister clone, LUNA, not by actual cash or asset reserves.
So code was supposed to keep it pegged to the dollar.
That was the idea. But in May 2022, UST lost its peg. It started to fall below $1, and that triggered this catastrophic death spiral for both UST and Alume, wiped out something like $60 billion in market value, just gone.
60 billion. Devastating. And Duquan.
He was eventually arrested. He's still under investigation in multiple countries.
So the lesson there is?
It really teaches us that not all stablecoins are inherently stable, right? You absolutely must understand the underlying mechanism, the risks involved, because even well-intentioned, highly complex systems can just fail catastrophically.
That's a powerful distinction. Understanding the mechanism, not just blindly trusting the promise. Okay, now here's one that really shows the insidious power of celebrity influence. Centratech, backed by huge names, apparently built entirely on lies.
Oh yeah, Centratech. This one was aggressively promoted by major celebrities. Floyd Mayweather, DJ Khaled, big names lending their faces to it.
What were they selling?
They promised these revolutionary crypto debit cards, supposedly powered by Visa and MasterCard. That gave it this air of legitimacy, association with established financial players.
But it wasn't real.
Not at all. Fake partnerships. No real products existed behind the hype. The founders ended up jailed. And the celebrities involved, they got fined by the SEC for unlawfully touting the offering.
So the lesson seems pretty blunt.
Undeniable. Celebrity endorsement does not equal legitimacy, period. It's just a powerful psychological shortcut, isn't it? We see a famous face, We associate it with success, trustworthiness.
And we lower our guard.
Exactly. Right when we should be doing our most diligent research.
It's a critical point. Our brains just want to trust familiar faces.
Okay, so, wow, we've covered everything from phantom coins and Ponzi's to huge exchange collapses and these algorithmic nightmares. What are the common threads here? What are the recurring warnings we should all take away from this? Well, if you connect the dots, look at the bigger picture. It's often not just about blaming crypto itself, right?
No.
It's often a profound lack of maybe education and proper due diligence from investors, coupled with scammers exploiting really universal human desires, quick wealth, easy solutions, trusting authority figures or celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
The recurring themes are definitely skepticism towards those guaranteed returns, the dangers of anonymous or non-transparent teams behind projects, and the misleading allure of celebrity endorsements or tech. That sounds super sophisticated but has no verifiable proof.
Hype overriding common sense.
Time and time again, hype just takes over. The lessons are clear, I think. If you can't verify the tech, like seeing it on a public blockchain, it's probably fake.
Right. Assume it is.
Assume it is.
Yeah.
If the promise is unbelievably high, guaranteed returns, it's virtually guaranteed fraud.
Guaranteed.
And never, ever mistake a celebrity smiling next to a logo for actual legitimacy or endorsement.
Okay. So we've heard about these, frankly, jaw-dropping scams. But let's make this practical. What does all this mean for you listening right now? How can you actually protect your crypto in 2025 and beyond?
Yeah, good question. And look, you absolutely have concrete steps you can take. It's not hopeless. First, always use reputable wallets. Think MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or hardware wallets like Ledger or Trezor.
And where you get them matters, right?
Hugely. Never, ever download wallets from third-party sites or random links you find online. Those are almost always malicious copies designed purely to steal your funds. Stick to the official sources.
Okay, number one, reputable wallets from official sources. What's next?
Second, your private key or your seed phrase. This is basically the master password to your crypto wallet. Never, ever, ever share it with anyone.
Not even support staff.
Especially not someone claiming to be support. No legitimate platform, no project team, no support agent will ever ask for your seed phrase or private key. If they do, it's a scam. Full stop.
Got it. Never share the keys. What else?
Third, be extremely cautious about connecting your wallet to unknown dApps, that's decentralized applications or unfamiliar websites.
Why is connecting dangerous?
Because fake airdrop sites, dodgy minting platforms, fake staking pools, scammy swap sites, they're everywhere. They're designed to trick you into signing a malicious transaction that drains your wallet.
So how do you check?
Always double-check the domain name. Is it spelled correctly? Does it look official? And try to understand the smart contracts, that's the code governing the transaction, before you approve anything interacting with your wallet. Read what you're signing.
Okay, that sounds like, well, it sounds like a lot of diligence. For someone maybe new to crypto, or even for experienced folks who maybe got complacent and got caught in FTX, is it really realistic to expect everyone to vet every single smart contract?
It's definitely a learning curve, no doubt, but it's absolutely essential. Think of it like putting on your financial seatbelt every time you drive. It becomes habit and it's crucial.
Okay, financial seatbelt. I like that. What's fourth?
Fourth, for any significant amount of crypto, or if you're planning to hold long-term, use a hardware wallet. Ledger, Trezor, those are the main ones.
Why hardware?
Because these devices keep your private keys completely offline. That makes them significantly safer from online hacks, phishing attempts, malware, that sort of thing.
Makes sense. Keep the keys offline for serious storage. Number 5.
Fifth, DYOR. Do your own research. This is huge. Don't blindly follow TikTok gurus or YouTube influencers, especially the ones flashing Lambos and promising overnight riches.
Easier said than done sometimes.
I know, the hype is strong.
Yeah.
You have to dig deeper. Check the project's white paper. Investigate the team's background. Are they real people with actual experience? Look for audit reports from reputable security firms. Engage with the community, but critically see what real users are saying.
Okay, DYR is key. What about social media scams?
Sixth point. Be incredibly wary of impersonators and scammers on social media. Places like Telegram, Discord, Twitter. They are absolutely flooded with fake admins, fake support agents.
How do you spot them?
They'll often message you first, maybe offering help or a special deal. Always double-check usernames very carefully. Often they change one letter or add a hyphen. Never click on random Google Docs or links they send you in DMs. Assume unsolicited DMs are scams.
Right. Assume guilty until proven innocent with DMs. Okay, so many traps. Are there any specific tools that can help manage these risks, particularly if you do interact with dApps regularly?
Absolutely. Seventh, consider using wallet management tools. There are platforms like WalletGuard or Revoke.cash or even Etherscan's token approvals feature.
What do they do?
They can help you see exactly which dApps you've given permission to access your tokens. And crucially, they let you revoke those permissions. This is vital if you suspect you've interacted with a malicious contract or just for good housekeeping. Some tools can even simulate attacks to show you what a scam might look like.
Okay, so tools like Revoke.cash to manage permissions. Good tip. And finally, what if the worst happens? You suspect you've been hacked.
Right, final point. If you suspect a hack, act immediately. Speed is critical. First, disconnect your wallet from any and all dApps it's connected to.
Disconnect everything.
Then, use a tool like Revoke.cash to revoke any suspicious token permissions you might have granted recently. If you can, transfer any remaining assets to a brand new secure wallet that hasn't been compromised.
A completely fresh wallet.
Completely fresh. And finally, report the incident, let the community know on forums, report it to your wallet provider. It might help others, and sometimes recovery, though rare, can happen.
Okay, disconnect, revoke, transfer, report. Got it. So we've covered the scams, the lessons, the practical steps. Here's where it gets really interesting, though. After all this, what's the ultimate takeaway? The big picture for navigating this crypto world safely, beyond just the technical stuff.
Look, the world of crypto is powerful. Incredibly powerful, right? But power without knowledge, well, it's dangerous. Your absolute best defense against scams isn't just knowing about OneCoin or FTX. It's through continuous education, doing thorough research, and maintaining a healthy, persistent dose of skepticism, especially towards anything that sounds too good to be true, because it probably is.
Be your own first line of defense.
You have to be. At the end of the day, you are the guardian of your assets in this space. So maybe the question to leave with is, how will you apply this knowledge moving forward? What new questions does this raise for your own journey, your own approach in the crypto space?